Looking forward to the stream. Yeah, I am as well. See if we can try and get some more people in here, Fade, if you can. Hello, Fearless. Sorry for any echoing sound. Okay, right. We've got a few people in the chat, which is actually really good. Let's see, how many participants do we have? Vans, hello. Fearless, hello. And Fade, hello once again. Okay, so let's get started, guys. I'm just checking the thing. Okay, right. I don't know if there's actually... Well, actually, I can pop out the chat. That'll be useful. Let's pop out the chat. There we go. I can just minimize that. I can also shrink the video. There we go. Or shrink it just a little bit so I can see the chat. Okay. Right. So here we go. Right. Let's get a move on. So I'm just going to turn up the sound real quick. There we go. So we've got some sound there. That's awesome. And yeah, we've got a few more people talking. Let's see. The video link is in my Discord just now, so wait for them to join, okay? Yes. Okay, nice. Thanks, Fade. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be doing some world quests whilst we're waiting for some people to join the chat. I'll just make sure that I've got that on the side so that I can, you know, flick back. I wish I had dual screens, though. I've only got one monitor. Anyway, let's just get started. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, blimey, the res is a bit dodgy in some parts when I'm looking at stuff. Okay, right, let's do some Broken Shore world quests. Okay, so we need to go to Dalaran, and I can do so by going into this portal, which is in my, excuse me, class hall, and it's a quick way in which you can, you know, access local, well, the nearest city, really. No problem, man. You need anything else? Give me a shout. Also, I was meant to ask: do you want me to be mod, or do you already have some? I'll have to start organizing myself on the next stream, Fade. Yeah, I'll definitely make you mod if I can. I mean, this is kind of like my first time really doing this. Okay, right. I've just given you mod access. There you go. So you might have a little title next to your name. Yeah, you've got a little spanner. Nice. Or wrench, actually. Yeah. Okay. Right. Where will we do? Where was I? Okay. We're going to go to the Broken Shore. I'm going to finish off. I think we have to do 3 world quests. I'm not quite sure exactly. I'll just double check, actually. Okay, so we need to. Oh yeah, we need to do 4 of these world quests, and they can be identified by these exclamation marks. And if we complete, well, all we've got to do is just complete 4 of them. And once those 4 are done, I have to go to one of the little outposts. I think it's the one that I'm flying to at the moment. It's called Deliverance Point, and that's where I'll be getting some XP from the organization. Armies of Legionfall. Is the stream all right for you guys? Is the frame rate normal? It may not be 60 frames a second, but is it slightly smooth or is it a little bit laggy? Tell me what you think in the comment or in the chat, sorry. Right, I think I have to go down here. Yeah, I do have to go down this little platform here. Oh yeah, that Huntress on my left-hand side is my assistant when it comes to combat and everything. Bit choppy here and there, apart from that's all good. Okay, right. I think what I will do is I'll close a few things. Let me just close OBS because I'm not using that. I'll close that and I'll close, well, I'll keep Discord open and I'll close that as well. Can I be mood? What do you mean by mood, Fearless? Okay, there's something wrong with the CPU. Let me have a look. I think it's to do with the processes. Right, let me end task. Oh, you think so? Yeah. Fearless, learn your spelling. Okay. Yeah, I thought he meant mod. Yeah. If you practice your spelling, Fearless, then I will probably consider it. Okay, I think that should work now. Just reduce the res there. So, yeah, okay. Vans says nice. Okay, what world quest am I doing? I'm technically doing a world quest. Guys, make sure to like the stream and sub to Spidey. Oh, thanks for that, Fade. Let's see. Is there anyone else that's in the chat? Oh, there's only 4. Yeah, that's correct, fans. I'm using XSplit. I might try Gamecaster next time. Hopefully, if it will be synced up a lot more. I mean, I know Gamecaster is a lot more effective, but I'm just testing this stream because I haven't streamed for ages. Yeah, Gamecaster is actually a lot better. Yeah. So sorry for any lag that you do see in the frame rate. I find it funny as well that if I go onto my own live stream, the picture is actually flipped over, let's say, so it's kind of like a mirror image. It's quite funny, but yeah. In my computing class, we are learning about programming like sensors and robots. Rotors, etc. Oh, nice. I think I used to do that back in year 9 when I was making a robot and we had to program it using a flowchart. I've forgotten the software. And the end of the world. Yeah, pretty much. I know that you get these stories of people saying that robots are going to be taking over basically our jobs and everything. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I know it's scary, but there has to be some consultation right there because some robots will malfunction. It's like getting a DeLorean and going straight to like 2029 or something like that. But the issue is that the blame will be down to us because we're the ones that made the bloody robots in the first place. It seems like robots are going to be taking over human streams now. That is going to be scary, to be fair. But interesting. I know that well, in terms of the reference to Fade's comment saying "and the end of the world," apparently Mark, no, what's his name, Stephen Hawking, apparently predicted the end of the world. Let's say, yeah. Yeah, what if I'm a robot? Hello. Take me to your leader. Yeah. It's a conspiracy. I'm a robot. Yeah. It's just in human form, I'm a robot. Yeah. Well, considering that I do work with servers and everything, and I have been learning Java, yeah, you can class me as a robot. I don't mind. Spidey, can you slap on the old face cam? Well, for some reason, it seems like XSplit doesn't detect my camera, even though I've plugged it in. I might have to refresh the stream once again via XSplit. But yeah, on the next stream, I'll try and do a slap cam. Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. Turn it on. Yeah. Sorry, I misread your comment there. I misread your message. I thought you meant do a slap. Can you slap on the old face cam? I was like, you want me to literally just use my fist? I don't know, use my palm and just whack the camera? Yeah. Fist. Well, yeah, I could use my fist, but it would be a little bit painful. Discovered a new area. That's good. Right. It seems like I'm not doing anything really. I'm just killing mobs. I mean, I am getting loot from them anyway. And I mean, look at all the loot that I have. Look at all the space that I need to clear up. There's not enough space. There's only 16 slots. I've got like, yeah. Isn't that the point of WoW? Yeah, discovering places where you just get a little bit of XP from them. But actually, no, I haven't explored the entire area of the Broken Shore. That's probably the reason why I got a discovery notification. Oh, the demons are back. The demons are back. They're after me. All right, let's bomb these demons. It seems like Sargeras has decided to bring out his lackeys. Yep, that's correct, fans. I am playing an MMO. Right, let's try and get them in a straight line. Here we go. That was a very quick kill right there. It's like a kill streak, actually. I wish they had, like, you know, the Quake sounds, like wicked sick, double kill, that sort of thing. That would have been awesome on this game. If I did like a kill, if I got like a kill streak and I got like, you know, 3-in-1 or something like that. I know in Half-Life 2 Deathmatch they have got some servers which have Quake sounds. Yeah. Right, let's get these demons out of the way. There we go. that undead woman there. Her voice sounds really funny. Spidey, have you ever played Synergy? Isn't that the Half-Life 2 mod? If he's referencing that, then yes, I have, but not for ages. Yeah, it's Half-Life 2. It's the multiplayer for the Half-Life 2 campaign. I wish they did it. Actually, did they do it for episode 1 and 2? If they did, then that would have been so awesome. I quite like the end of episode 1, and when you get to ride shotgun in episode 2, that's probably one of my best bits. Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought so. Yeah, because they had like a list of all the maps of all the different, you know, levels and everything in like all 3 campaigns. Yeah, it's pretty. Well, it's some memory to me, really, because I don't think. Well, do you know if someone else plays or still plays with the Synergy mod? got any games from Oceaner Games recently, Spidey? No, unfortunately not. I've been busy working on my Java program actually, and I think what I will do is I will change the stream so you can have a little sneak preview of what I've been working with, just to enlighten the mood a bit. Because I may do a bit of programming, maybe tomorrow or maybe next week, because I'm working on a hotel/holiday web application in Java. It's all in Java, but it will have some SQL and HTML in there. The hotel, well, every hotel outlet that I'm creating will have a database. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I want to store, well, with a hotel management system, let's just say for argument's sake, if you have a database, it makes it easy to store records, let's say, for instance, like customer details, first name, surname, credit card numbers, that sort of thing. But the data has to be used by the the government acts. They have to be met with the government acts, like Computer Misuse Acts, that sort of thing. And yeah, it's quite risky as well, especially if you're a manager. So you've got to be very careful. Well, Gmod actually is based off Lua, and Java is a different programming language. But I know if I did, well, I know that I'm doing Unreal Engine, so yeah, I'll be doing C++, so that will be kind of giving me a bit more of knowledge in terms of Lua, because of the fact that the function and the syntax is completely different. Yeah, I'd say Lua is a kind of like a remake of C++, but it's not actually C++. If you know what I mean. If you know the concept of C++, then you can do Lua. But apparently, I've heard from one of my lectures that if I've learned Java quite well, which I sort of have. Like, basically, all he said to me was this: if you can learn Java, you can learn C++. And I thought, well, if I learn C++, then I can learn Lua, and vice versa. You know what I mean. Okay, I think what I will do, actually, is I'll go to one of my old classical dungeons that I used to do when I was about 12, I think. Yeah, when I was 12. Well, since I've been playing WoW for 14 years now, there has been a moment where I kind of go back to like the old classical dungeons. Vans, you probably know a few classical ones if you've played WoW. Basically like the starting dungeons, if you know what I mean, from like levels 15 to 20. Yeah, so I think really what we'll do is we'll actually head on over there. Oh, okay, fair enough. I might do some other games. I mean, what games do you like? Do you like retro? Do you like fighting games like MK or FPSs or yeah? Star Wars Old Republic. Oh, okay. I remember when Star Wars RP came out. You know, that new version of Dark RP. Instead, it became Star Wars RP. I thought that was very interesting, even though I don't follow Star Wars. Even though I've heard from people, you know, the famous names of like all the characters and like the ships and everything. Even R2D2. he's really cute though, R2D2, really. Right, I need to find the right Zeppelins. So I need to go to Stranglethorn Vale. Right, that's Undercity. Nah, I kind of agree on that one, really. I mean, it's kind of... I think the only reason why whoever made Star Wars RP, I think the only reason why they made it was because of the fact that The Force Awakens was released back in, I think, 2015. It was the same year as when Spectre came out. And because of the fact that everyone was like, oh my God, Star Wars is back and everything, they kind of made a role-play game mode out of Star Wars. Well, yeah, they made Star Wars into a role-play game mode and everything. I want you to get Guild Wars 2 so we can play together. Yeah, I think my dad's got the disc actually of Guild Wars 2, but yeah, I will consider it. What's it like, Fearless? I mean, I have seen on the front cover the environment and everything, but give me like you know, just a brief overview of what the game is. I mean, is it a bit? I mean, I know Guild Wars is an old game, really, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I haven't actually, you know, seen it for a while. But yeah, I'll definitely put that on the the games list for the stream. Okay, so just waiting for the Zeppelin to depart. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. Seems like no one wants to join. Lambda Wars. I've heard of that game. I know, I think a few of my mates have played it. What's that like, Vans? Can you try and expand on the word fun? Because that's pretty much what any mate would say. It's fun. Like, it's all right, Phil. Well, you can make a recording of it, and then you can, you know, show me at a later date. Shelling your friends with head crabs. Okay. Hang on, isn't it a bit like? Isn't it a Half-Life mod? Because I think of speaking of that, Lambda Wars. It's like Lambda Core. Ah, okay. Yeah, I get you now. So it's like the original Half-Life 1 then? Oh, okay. Right, Half-Life 2. Okay. Spidey launched up PC just now. When you finish the stream, I want to talk about a possible future project. I'll go into more detail later. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'll make this a short stream, really. But yeah, what I'll do is I will show you, just before I finish, the Java application that I was working with. You know that one that I told you about? I was having issues trying to update a record, but I realized that there was like a symbol missing in the code, and that would have been vital for the you know, the process. I mean, I will, you know, show you what happened. I'll show you exactly actually what happened. But yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do this classical dungeon, which is one of my all-time favorites. I love this, but I do prefer the original setup, and I'll explain why in a minute. It's crazy. Like, one little symbol can muck up. Yeah, exactly. But that's programming for you, and that's how you test it to make sure it's working all right. That's the only reason why, you know, it can be such a trauma. I mean, it took me like a week to do. Kind of like a NASA rocket. Going to be spontaneous now, Vans. Oh yeah, if you saw on the title there, I've just arrived at the Defiers hideout. Well, basically, oh, there we go. Moonbrook, the Dead Mines. Yep, we're going to go to my classical one of the classical dungeons that I used to love when I was 12, the Dead Mines. Now, when Cataclysm came out, one of the expansions in WoW, they changed pretty much the whole instance. But if you watch the original Dead Mines instance, I used to love pulling all the peasants, you know, towards me. I literally pulled like the entire dungeon from start to finish, and you wouldn't believe all of the numbers, you know, the damage numbers that appear on the screen to tell you how much damage you've, you know, caused onto the mobs or how much damage you've produced. You know, that was amazing. Like, all the numbers were all flickering, and then all of a sudden the game was so laggy. It's because of all the animations and all the frame rate all the textures that have to be animated, you know, and generated. That was amazing, though. literally. I just could not stop laughing. It was just so brilliant. And some of the characters are still in Dead Mines, but some of them have changed their names and some of them have been added. But yeah, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to race through this as quickly as I can. Okay, so this is the entrance here. So what you have to do is you have to just go through and just, since I'm level 110, I can instantly kill these mobs with like a million damage on each mob. Sorry, kaboom! How's that for an acid rocket? Using the explosive shot on my spell book. Let's kill this guy, Glubtok. That's it. Go into overload and then kill yourself. Boom! Awesome. I should have mentioned before this stream started, this may contain flash photography. Or flashing images, let's say. That would have been a bit stupid if I didn't do that. Well, actually, yeah. Would have been absolutely stupid if I did that. And there was someone that actually had epilepsy in the chat, but didn't say that they were having a seizure because sometimes you can't really talk when you're having a seizure. Bombs away. There's a loot. There we go. Gear mark gloves plate. Basically, Fade, because of all of the explosions and all these flashing, effects in the game and everything, I should have mentioned before the stream started, warning, the stream may contain flashing images unsuitable for viewers with photosensitive epilepsy. Because you can't really talk when you're having a seizure, especially if you're just talking, if you're in like a stream and you're just texting, rather than using the voice chat. You can't really tell if they're having a seizure until they've actually had it. Sometimes you can't really predict by just texts. It's very hard, actually. Did you see that guy that had a seizure in VR chat? Someone record that and it got like over 1,000 hits. I don't remember, actually. I don't think I've seen that. Welcome back, fans. Bit of a brainwave there, hey Fade. Oh, there's that's my sidekick there, Foe Reaper 5000. So yeah, that's my robotic friend right there. You know, when you were mentioning earlier on that I was a robot, that's my robotic friend that I just killed because he was worthless. He was weak. He was a weakling. All right. Well, actually, if you look at Ian Curtis, the famous singer from Joy Division, he suffered from epilepsy, and he has this kind of dance that he does. And I think when he was doing a lot of performing in terms of his music and everything, he did do some epileptic moves. I can't say it. And it's a bit interesting, really, because a seizure is usually when you're just collapsing and you're just shaking really, really quickly, really, really hard. But Ian, he was just like, swaving his arms around, like in circles and everything. Some people may think it's funny. Some people may think it's a bit sad, but what do you think? I mean, I'd say, look at it. Oh, I've just fallen off the edge by that stupid cannon. Fire in the hole! That was so funny. I just fell into the drink. Right, there we go. I'm back on the scene again. I must remember to always stand by in case that cannonball starts, firing. You know what it is? They're firing from that ship that I have to get on. Nice little hiccup there. I haven't drunken any alcohol, and yet I still hiccup even if I haven't drunken any alcohol. That's quite funny, actually. Okay, right. Correct. Yeah, that's basically the whole description of a seizure. Yeah, my mate Alan has it, well, has epilepsy, and I have actually witnessed him having a seizure, just a quick one, you know. But you always have to make sure that you check your time, or check the time of how long they've had the seizure. If it's more than, I think, 5 or 10 minutes, or 5 minutes actually, then call an ambulance. That means the pulses are starting to go, you know, really, really fast. If it's quick seizure, they'll just go fast for a short period of time. It's a good job I know that because I had some first aid training earlier on. Right, let's kill this Worgen. Wow, 17 million. Killed him in one shot. Look, I don't know if you saw that, guys. That was 17 million damage right there. Just over 17 million. My weapon's OP. Awesome. Yeah, Vance, don't worry. He's already mentioned it now. Up. Okay, right. Have I got this on heroic? I don't know. Oh no, I don't. I might do. Let me see. Oh, I do. Just realised I didn't know that was on heroic. I have to take a look at the logs. Let's look at the logs. Yeah, I'm on heroic. Oh yeah, so you can see the original where you can see Vanessa Van Cleef. Yeah. Kill Captain Cookie. There we go. He's down. Oh, yeah. Late 7. Spidey, my PC's a bit slow right now. Any advice to give it a kick up the arse and get it moving quickly? I'd say do a disk cleanup and also a disk defragmentation. You may have some files that have been temporarily stored in your hard drive, and they can be quite annoying. Also, disable any startup items via the task manager. Oh yeah, delete System 32. Yeah, that fixes everything if you delete System 32. That's an old meme, you know, fans. A very old meme. Right, so you need to go into the run and you need to type msconfig and then click on if it tells you to go into Task Manager, then open up Task Manager and then go to Startup and then disable every single application that would automatically run if you put it on, well, if you logged in on the top when you booted up for the first time. She sounds a bit weird, to be fair. Oh no, I'm in the foundry. She's going to put me in that lava. Let's activate the Steam Vault. There we go. Whee! I've got to run back. And someone's just messaged me on Steam. I can't can't really talk. You click on start and type disk defragment, and then optimize your drives. Oh God, this nightmare shift is a bit weird. I've got to avoid. Oh, this is kind of like an obstacle course. Oh, well, I'll just go through it. Plant a grenade in it. What kind of statement is that? Save the. Oh, for God's sake. Yep, I saw you snap. Yeah. Rip. He's a Swedish. Is he a DJ? I've no idea. Oh yeah, music artist. Yeah. Hey Joe, welcome to the stream. I'm going to be showing Fade Gaming a little program, and then I'll stop the stream and yeah, I'll turn it on. Killed her, yay. She's down. Away with her. Oh, she got killed on top of there. Oh well. No worries. Okay. Right, Fade. If you're still in the chat, I'm going to be just switching over to my little black screen. And I'm going to be moving over to the next application so I can show you what I've been working on. I'll just bring it up. Okay. Right. Let's see. Where was I looking? I think it was called latest something. Okay, right. Yeah. So let me see. Update. Here we go. So this is one of my servlets that I've been working on, and I'll just get up the screen. Right. Here we go. Let's do. Hang on a minute. Okay. So this interface here is called Net. Right here, or this application that I've been working with, and yeah. So let me click on the thing there. All right. So I don't know if you can see there that update statement there. What I was doing, I was trying to create an SQL statement, and the way you do it with an update statement is you do update table name, in this case app.people, set the attributes to whatever you need to set them to, in this case question marks, and then I've got to set the question marks up like this by creating like an array, and well, sort of like an array, but setting up the strings. And then what happened was that I forgot to add a plus in there, because set basically means set. Well, what do you want to set? And then you have to do a plus in Java to say, I'd like to add this, where ID is this, and then execute it. That's what I was missing, that little plus sign. And it took me ages to try and fix it. So, yeah. thanks for the compliment there, Vans. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you another thing that I did. Let's see. What can I show you? Oh yeah, I'll show you the database that I was working with. I think it was on Thursday. I'll just connect to it. Because it's a local host, I don't need a password. But if I was putting it on an external host, like a domain, then I would need a password. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go quickly to tables, people. Here we go. So these are all my test subjects here in this database right here. I can run SQL statements in this window here, and I can see if we've got successful executions here. So NetBeans is a nice integrated development environment, or IDE, and you can download, or actually you can download it, it's free of charge, and you can install the Java plugins, and you can also do C++, you can do databases, you can do JavaScript, you can do HTML5, HTML, PHP. You can also have a UML modeling environment as well, and a few more web stuff as well. But if you wanted to install Java, always make sure you install all the Java plugins so that they can all communicate with each other, and then you won't have any problems at all. So yeah, test subjects. The reason why, don't be confused by Portal. These are just basically dummy pieces of data that have been formed into records. That's why I call them test subjects, because they're not actual people. They're not actual people. This is just testing. Database executions like create, read, update, delete. You might have heard of that acronym, CRUD. It's used mostly on databases where you create records, you update records by reading them or searching them. Update, again, pretty much what I've just said, and delete. So you need to know create, which is creation, read, which is search, so looking and reading for specific, records, depending on what attributes and values each one is, situated to. And then you've got the update, which means just renew like a new part and everything. Well, like a new record, let's say. So say if I was to update Jack, let's say here, I call him like James Smith or something like that. And I can also delete that record if I wanted to. So yeah. Okay, right. So that kind of concludes the stream for now. I'll try and fix it in the next one, actually. It's a Gmod server that he wants. Vans, do you remember Spider RP? I don't know if I told you, actually. But yeah, we've now changed groups. I can give you the link to the Discord if you want. Yeah, Spider RP's changed its name. Yeah, it's called Venom Network. All the details are on the Discord, actually, so you can, have everything that you need at your disposal. So yeah, once again, guys, thanks very much for watching this little stream. And actually, we've managed to get 4 or 5 people in, which is actually really, really good. And yeah, so I'd like to give a big shout out to, Fade Gaming for, trying to promote and everything. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and peace out. See you on the next one.